Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. I've been on the come up, counting money till my thumbs hurt. No Birdman, bitch, but I'm a stunner. Just watch how you run up. I keep a couple gunners. I've been grinding all winter just to flex all over summer shit. Wrist cold when I fall through. Rose go to my arm, boo. In and out of my city, but come whenever I call you. Who gon' love me more than when I'm stacking out on tour? Them hoes that made it past security, they knocking on my door. You gon' be there when they gone. Show my love by getting more. Hustle so you ain't alone. You won't leave me, that's for sure. I'm talking Benjis, Franklin's, all these hundos on my floor. I just broke a couple bands, believe me, I've been going hard. I'm tipping bottle after bottle, swerving model after model. Who won't cash? That's the motto. Spend it like I hit the lotto. Yeah, I'm loving my life. I know that I ain't shit without you. Actions speak louder than words they broke, cause they just talk about you, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. Money bag after money bag, I'm the man now. Play the cards that I was dealt and I ain't need no handouts. Fresh on every set, give respect, mama out of debt. Got a new connect, we the best, homie run the check. Wifey got a new bag, new house, you mad? We just doing us, feeling wavy, fuck a do-rag. This that no stress flow, bobbing on my ex. She don't love cash, kiss my ass, baby XO. Thank you for that line, Mr. West, but I'm next though. Hey, you me the set, bitch, I'm blessed, sipping XO. For the love of money, I stay fucking hungry. I parted ways with the kitchen, that just wasn't for me. Every show they love me, now I'm showing love back. They ain't taking nothing from me, so I throw a couple stacks. You when I'm in your town, have some fun, blow a bag. Fuck with me when I'm around, trust me, shorty, I'll be back, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? How my people out there? Welcome to the Alphabets Football Show. I'm your host, Marcus E. Alphabets. We're gonna take you about a 2-hour long journey to discuss our favorite sport in the whole wide world, which is football. But first things first, I'd like to introduce my lovely co-host. I call her Miss Bruce Willis because she's diehard. Mona, what's good?
You're going to have to give me a second.
Okay.
For some reason, it will not let me share this post.
In the group?
Yeah.
A little bit of technical difficulties. I hope while Mona's working on that, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, I know everybody don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I don't know why you wouldn't. With an opportunity to eat, hope you had the opportunity to spend some time with friends and family and hang out and have some fellowship and watch some football and just relax. I'm always thankful for Thanksgiving. There were some years where I was in Iraq and Afghanistan and away from friends and family and stuff like that. So I'm always thankful to be at home and be able to relax and stuff like that. So I hope you all had the opportunity to do that. Did you get that, Mona?
No.
Still no? I'll see if it's Dalton. Dalton says what's up. He's watching on YouTube.
Ask him if he'll share the YouTube link on Facebook in our group.
Dalton, do me a favor and share this show in the Alphabets Football Show group. I'm sharing it on my page and on my wall and in my story, so people can watch it from there. So do that for me if you would. I know it's a little bit. We're running a little bit late. We did this on purpose to have a show. I wanted you all to be able to like relax and watch the games and hang out with your families and stuff like that. Then there was also a Black Friday game yesterday. So look, we already had 3 games this week. So you know, that it's pretty good stuff. Mona, Thanksgiving, stuffed your face, had some of your famous deviled eggs, all your pies and all that good stuff.
I did make everything.
Turkey, the ham, all the dressings and all of the fixings and all that good stuff. So get y'all's asses up, get up in here. We got a few things to discuss. We already had 3 games, so the show probably
4
won't be
games.
as.
We had 4 games.
That's right, 4 games. Yeah, 3 on Thursday and 1 on Friday. So get y'all's asses up in here. We don't have as many games to discuss.
I was here. I didn't. Was my camera on the whole time?
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, you saw me a lot of damn cigarette too. I was getting a little fed up. I still can't share it. Won't let me share it.
Okay, we'll get it up in there. If not, then when the show is done, then we'll just put it up in there. But I look, I like people watching on YouTube anyway, so it's all good. Plus, it's on my page. It's on my page, so it's all good. Mona, you doing all right?
I reckon.
Okay.
For Christmas,
we're gonna talk about some of
for Christmas, it's bah humbug. Correct.
I didn't hear what you said.
For Christmas,
Your
it's
sound
bah
went out
humbug.
your sound went out for a minute.
For Christmas, it is bah humbug. Right? You can't hear me?
Your sound is it's okay. I heard Christmas bah humbug for Christmas. Ebenezer Scrooge.
I need one for Thanksgiving. This was my last cooking for Thanksgiving. I will get me a little small turkey. I will, but everything will be scaled down. There may be with pie, there may not, and if it is, there might be in a box out of the freezer section of the grocery store. I am able to do it. I'm telling you. Okay. I slept.
You're fading in and out on me. I hope everything's okay on that.
All right. So am I breaking up for everybody? I'm trying to think of what.
You're fading in and out over there.
But is it me or is it you? Because your face was completely frozen just now.
My face?
Yeah.
Dalton, can you see? Can everyone hear me?
And for some reason, it doubled it. I don't know what that is.
Dalton says yes. I can hear. Can everyone hear you? I hear you.
Okay, so you can hear me.
You sound great. You sound crispy clean, crispy clear. So
it's funny when I was trying to load it. I hope it at least loads to YouTube.
Okay. Well, I shared the link, so you know it's YouTube live, so you don't have to load it because it's we're live on YouTube.
I understand that, but then like I said, they changed everything. They changed everything on YouTube. It's changed. It's dubbing it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But it's dubbing it the shows. It's putting it up twice. Did it last week too because you asked me about it, and I'm like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it's got something to do with StreamYard, I guess.
Okay. Well, we're gonna keep it rolling.
Yep.
We got a few things to discuss, not too much. Like there's not as many games to cover this week. We still got bye weeks. Plus, we had 4 games already this week. So let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Discuss a
He was
few
trying to
things.
share it, and it won't let him share it to our group either.
It's the then it said what? It's the portal. It's the portal and landscape thing.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I don't know what he means by that.
I don't know what he means by that either. So we'll just have to go back or whatever. We're going to keep it rolling,
Yep.
and then we'll figure it out from there because we're already a little bit behind. So
We'll gloss over week 12 scores, just gloss over them.
Okay, look, this score is not indicative of how much of domination this game was. This was a complete domination, and I'm going to say this, and it'll probably come off as hating. You're hating on us. Buffalo Bills are in trouble. Okay, Buffalo Bills are in trouble. Y'all got some of the defects that y'all had that I've been talking about. Your inability to stop the run, not having the true number one wide receiver, and your offensive line getting old before our very eyes. The 8 sacks. They sacked Josh Allen 8 times. He was under attack
And
the
they're
entire
missing
game.
their right tackle and their left tackle, and they're playing Pittsburgh this on Sunday.
So yeah, it's not good. Keon Coleman, he's been benched, basically healthy scratch for 2 weeks. You really don't have a guy over there that can win. Dalton Kincaid's been out. And then the Houston Texans, to get this type of win, especially with CJ Stroud being out, and the Texans are emerging as one of, if not the best defense in the league. I still think the Broncos would have something to say about that. The Rams would probably have something to say about that. But
they could get that offense. If they could get that offense firing on all cylinders, then they would be a dangerous team deep into the playoffs.
CJ Stroud's got to step it up. And Davis Mills has actually kind of carried the team. I mean, it's been mostly defense, but Davis Mills has been playing good ball. So Buffalo, I don't know, man. I really don't know what's going on with y'all, but y'all better get it fixed because you're not catching the Patriots as of now. I don't see you catching the Patriots. So that means you're going to be a wild card team, which means you're going to have to go on the road. And this is your last year at your stadium before y'all move into the new building next year. So just a very dominating performance. I think that Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter are the best pass rush combo. They're both double-digit sacks. I think one's got 11 and the other one's got like 10 or 11. And they just come at you all game long. So congratulations to Houston. Buffalo, you better figure it out fast. You better figure it out fast because you're running out of time over there. So what do we have here? Chiefs, they beat the Colts. You know, the Colts have been doing good work, but the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes doing his thing. Him and Kelsey. Seattle, they get the win over the Texans. I didn't think it this should have been. I mean the Titans. I'm sorry. I expected this to be more of a blowout, but you're starting to see Cam Ward, the number 1 overall pick. He's playing a little bit better ball.
I'm going to brag about week 12. I only missed 2. I missed the Bills game, and I missed the Steelers game. I got all the other ones right.
Then you have Green Bay. Look, the Vikings are falling apart. They are falling apart, and mainly because J.J. McCarthy, I don't know. he's basically a rookie this year. He didn't play all of last year. And then been hurt this year. Then they had Carson Wentz come in. And look, the Vikings are having real problems. Now JJ McCarthy, he's out this week, and some kid named Brosmer, he's going to start this week. So look, and it's sad because they had a quarterback. I thought that they should have kept Sam Darnold, but they wanted to go another direction. Ravens get the win over the Jets. The Jets, they're pretty much in rebuild mode. They'll come out, they'll fight you a little bit, but I think that the Jets are already looking forward to next season. Lions get the win over the Giants. Jameis Winston actually put up a little bit of a fight over there. The the Ben Johnson effect on the Bears. Ben Johnson, what he's doing, and I told you all, Caleb Williams went number one for a reason. I know a lot of people don't like Caleb Williams, and I get it. He's kind of a different cat, but you see, it's exponentially better the way that he's playing under the tutelage of Ben Johnson. It's instead of Matt Eberflus, who's more of a defensive-minded coach, and the Steelers, they fall to the Bears there. The Patriots, they get the win over the Bengals. Drake May, this guy, right now he's in Vegas odds. He's number 2 in the MVP race. That defense that they got over there. And the Bengals are trying to make a comeback. I just don't see it. I just think
I think the biggest issue, the biggest thing they were missing was Joe Burrow. Now, can he stay healthy from here on out? That's the question.
And that's the thing. And the answer pretty much has been most of his career, no. That pretty much. Caleb is my son. Caleb is my son. The Browns, they get the win over the Raiders. The Raiders are terrible.
Was your son, Dennis? I'm pretty sure when Hurts came to the Eagles, Hurts was your son.
Yeah, you denying paternity over there. We have to send you.
He's spreading the love around.
Yeah, we're gonna have to send you over to the Maury Povich show and get a paternity test over there. Shedeur Sanders, he gets his first win as a starter. And look, they look very inspired in that game. The team look very excited.
Hey, I took the Browns to beat them because what my mind was, nobody has seen Shedeur Sanders on the NFL football field. And it's hard to game plan against a quarterback because you don't know how he's going to play in the NFL. You might look at college reels, but that really don't help.
Yeah, what he's going to do in the league.
Right.
And look, if they play this right, and we are talking about the Cleveland Browns here, if they play this right, they got a bunch of draft picks and a bunch of money. If they don't have to spend it on a quarterback next year, that would really help them out. Jags get the win over the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they're pretty much in the rebuild. Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdown passes. Cowboys get the win over the Eagles.
I took that one too. I won it too.
In a hard-fought game. And look, I've been telling y'all for years. I've been telling y'all this for years, and now y'all are finally starting to see it. Jalen Hurts is he's an all right quarterback. He's been carried a lot on that team over there, getting away with throwing for 150 yards. And there's sometimes that your quarterback has to be able to lead the team. And you know, he's not the kind of guy that's going to go out and throw for 300 yards. He's just not that guy. Falcons get the win over the Saints. The Falcons, they're up and down. Kirk Cousins got the start. And you see some of the skill with Kirk Cousins. He's been doing this for a while. You know, he came in and covered down for Michael Penix. And then the Rams. Look, the Rams might be the Rams might be the best team in the league. They might be the best team in the league. Now, the Bucs are having some issues over there. A bunch of the injuries are really starting to catch up to them. You know, Mike Evans broke his collarbone. Godwin's been. I think they finally got him back. They're starting running back Bucky Irvin's been hurt. Rashad White, he's been in and out. You know, they've had to rely on the third string running back in Tucker. And Matthew Stafford, in my opinion, right now is the front runner for the MVP. So there's a recap of all the games from week 12. So we'll see.
Why
We still got.
don't you try to share the show and tag some people if you're on YouTube. Try and tag some people. Just saying.
No doubt.
Okay.
So there's a recap. 49ers, they get the win over the Panthers. You're starting to see some things with the Panthers. Now they didn't score a touchdown. They scored 3 field goals. But you're starting to see this connection between Bryce Young and Tedoroa McMillan. But I saw the same thing that I see regularly, a bunch of batted down balls. Look,
now a lot of that has to do with his height.
That's, I tell y'all, I'm a sizeist, I'm a speedist, and there's a reason for that. When I go out and I'm drafting a quarterback number 1 overall, I'm not looking for the next Kyler Murray. I'm not looking for the next Doug Flutie. I'm not looking for the next Bryce Young. I'm looking for the next Big Ben Roethlisberger, the next Josh Allen, the next guys 6'4", 6'5". And you saw that a lot in this game here. So the 49ers, they got the win here. And it's incredible what they're doing considering all of the injuries that they have over there. News and notes. What we got?
I think Shanahan very well could be coach of the year.
He could definitely be in the running for it. No doubt about it.
I figured we'd just go to this since that was the last score of the game. Well, close to the last score of the games.
Look, y'all have seen me on Coffee Talk, and I've been talking to nauseum about the spitting incidents, the Jamar Chase spitting incident with Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott. Now we got a new thing, punching people in the family jewels. This guy got 1 game, and then he appealed it. What? Why? Where do you think it's okay to punch somebody in their groin,
or spit on somebody,
or spit on somebody? And I'm really getting tired of the NFL just slapping players on the wrist. We had a player today in the Michigan and Ohio State game headbutt a referee in his face with his helmet on. It's a bad look. You got kids in the stadium. You got millions of people watching on TV, and you have something like this. It's inexcusable. It's unacceptable. Now he got suspended a game, and then Jawan Jennings got fined for throwing a punch, which I don't blame him.
The only question I have is how come his fine didn't match Jalen Ramsey's fine? Because Jalen Ramsey got fined about $2,000 more for throwing a punch.
I just think that it's incredible to me. It's just incredible to me that the NFL we keep seeing this, and the behavior keeps getting worse. He went up to him after the game and walked right up to him and mushed him right in his face. I would have probably did more than that myself. Y'all, NFL, y'all got to get in front of these type of. It's unacceptable. I don't know what other word is grotesque. You got young kids, and a lot of these kids, they look up to these guys, and to do something like that, it's just unacceptable. So he won't be there. Trevor Merrick, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and Jawan Jennings. NFL, you got to do better. You just have to do better. You have to do better. So we'll see what happens. Daniel Jones, he has a partially fractured fibula, and he's playing this week. I get trying to be tough, but I don't know. If I'm a coach, I'm not letting you out there with that. Part of his game too is his ability to run around and make some things happen. Uh, uh, and you're playing the Texans this week? Is it the Texans? I think they're playing the Texans this week. You don't want to be out there against the Houston Texans with that ferocious pass rush that they have, and you can't really protect yourself and run. So I don't know if I really like this. I think there will probably be some type of investigation into this with the NFL's Players Association, because I just it can't be too bad. But you have a broken leg.
They're playing hairline fracture, but I'll be honest with you. I had a hairline fracture in my wrist, and that bothered me worse than when I broke the tibia in my arm.
Yeah,
It did, because it was in my wrist.
I just
Constantly moving your wrist, So that may be why it bothered me worse. I don't know, but the tibia hurt worse, or didn't hurt as bad. But they, of course, put a cast on it from the wrist all the way up to right past my elbow, because they didn't want me twisted and turning my arm. So,
and the thing about it is, like, there's sometimes with these coaches that you have to save the player from themselves. You just have to. You're not playing. You're not playing. I know that you want to go out there, and we appreciate it. Now, Daniel Jones, he's probably looking at it. He's on a 1-year deal. He's probably looking at it as, I'm trying to make money.
I don't believe the Colts are going to let him go. The way he's come out and playing, the way he's been playing, no. Yeah, with a fractured fibula, even if he has to sit out for 4 to 6 weeks, I mean, they know what he can do.
Yeah, but they're looking at playoffs. They're like the number 2 or number 2 seed. So,
but if he's injured, you can't get out there and I would make him sit out at least a couple of weeks.
Yeah, this is where I talk about, do you want to win the battle, or do you want to win the war?
Exactly.
Yes, you can go out there and maybe we do beat the Texans. But what if you go out there and make it worse, and now you're done for the rest of the season, and we got to go back to Anthony Richardson? We got to go back to Anthony Richardson and lose all the rest of our games. So I don't know. This is a very risky. Daniel Jones has really redeemed himself. I have him as my front runner for the comeback player of the year. So we'll see what happens. This probably won't end well, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Look, this kid here, I really liked him. He was the first offensive lineman taken in this past year's draft. I thought Josh Simmons, the left tackle from the Chiefs, if he didn't get hurt last year, and then there were some other issues, I thought he should have been probably the first offensive lineman off the board. But Will Campbell was, and he's been outstanding.
Yeah.
Look, left tackles don't grow on trees. They just don't. They don't grow on trees. You see right now, Moni, you just.
Do we know what his injury? What is his injury?
I don't know exactly what it is, but and I don't know if it's short-term IR or long-term, because they got the short-term IR, which is 4 games. You got to miss at least 4 games.
Right.
But he's been incredible for them, protecting Drake May's blind side. They need this guy. I don't know who his backup is, but he better be ready, because for a rookie, this kid has been holding it down and playing very well. So I hope they have a good backup plan for this kid, because he will be missed. So get well soon to Will Campbell. I really like this kid coming out of LSU. Has played really good ball. So we'll see what happens with that. Get well soon to this young man. Buffalo Bills, I mentioned a little bit earlier, with the beat down that they took with the tech by the Texans. They are hurting at wide receiver. I think Curtis Samuel, he was out. Joshua Palmer, he's in and out. Gabe Davis, they brought him back, put him on the practice squad, moved him up. Then they cut Elijah Moore. They are hurting at wide receiver. And
Right now they're hurting it. Offensive lineman.
hurting at tackle as well. I don't know what he has left. He was on my Cowboys for a little bit. He's kind of a journeyman. Now he does have speed. He's coming out of Oregon State, a very fast guy.
Didn't he play in Denver for a while?
No, he got Patriots, Saints. He was on the Saints twice. The Rams. He was on the Rams, Cowboys, Texans. He was on the Texans before he came to the Cowboys, and he did 2 tours with the Saints. He got drafted by the Saints. He was on the Patriots too. So he's a fast guy, shifty. I don't know. He's a little bit older now, but look, that's how bad that they're hurting, and they just cut Elijah Moore. So that tells you how desperate they are in their wide receiver core. So we'll see what happens. They just picked him up, and he probably is going to have to play against their Steelers, Mona. So we'll see what happens if he can pick up the playbook fast enough for that. So
that's if Josh Allen is able to throw the ball down the field at all.
Yeah, if he has any times. The Bills' issue is they can't develop wide receivers, so you got to pay them. Okay, yeah. Even with Stephon Diggs was a trade. They traded. They got him from Minnesota when they could have got Justin Jefferson, but that's neither here. They could have got Justin Jefferson. Their first round pick that they gave up, that's who Minnesota used to get Justin Jefferson. I like this kid. He's probably done for the year. Dislocated wrist. Look, we just played against him, and he played well. He was lined up a lot on Donovan Ezeraku. Look, the Chiefs are having issues too. He probably was their second or third best offensive lineman. I still think Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, and then probably this kid here coming out of Ohio State. If he didn't get hurt, I thought he would have been probably the first offensive lineman taken. So now they got more problems because now your first round pick, he's probably out for the year. So again, wish him a speedy recovery. Hate to see this. Hate to see anybody get hurt, but that's what it is. We mentioned this a little bit. Sean McDermott's ruled out 4 players. Starting right tackle, Spencer Brown. Starting left tackle, Deion Dawkins, Curtis Samuel, and Terrell Bernard. I mean, they are just hurting over there. And after you just gave up 8 sacks, and now both of your starting tackles are gone. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to preface this right now. All my Buffalo Bills fans out there, you see this injury report. If you still pick the Bills, you don't get to come back on Monday and be like, well, we were missing our players. Well, you knew that they were missing before the game started. So we're going to see, I get to see the picks when y'all put them up in there. So we're going to see how well y'all make y'all's picks this week. I hate to see this, but, the injuries. Look, we're more than halfway through the season. And look, it's a marathon. It's generally the teams that are healthier towards the back end of the season. So we wish these guys a speedy recovery too. First time since 1985. The Bears. I keep telling y'all, the Bears, they're for real. DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai, I think that's how you pronounce his name. You talk about a 1-2 punch. They both had 100 yards yesterday. Just an incredible performance. And when you can do that, it makes the game very simple because I don't think that Caleb Williams threw for a lot of yards. When you could just turn around and hand the ball off, that is a very nice position to be in. We hadn't seen this in 40 years. So congratulations to these two guys. I'm a huge fan of the running back position. I've always thought a lot of DeAndre Swift, coming out of Georgia.
Well, I got to tell you, they did not run like that against us. They beat us. They did not run the ball against us like that. I think Monangai had 48 yards. Williams had 21.
Yeah.
Swift only had 15, and Burden had 15. So,
well, you match up in different ways against different people. How did they do in the passing game? Did Caleb Williams have a good? Did he have a good game then? Because sometimes it's like, okay, we're going to take this away from you. Okay, you take this away, then we're going to.
DJ Moore had 4 yards. Adunze, or how you say his name, had 53. Yeah. Loveland had 49. Burden had 46. Swift had 14.
Okay. Look, I like the fact that in that game y'all held them down because the run defense has been
all the way to the end. So
I didn't hear what you said, Mona.
I said that game was close all the way to the end.
Yeah. It's close competitive game. So congratulations to these two. Very impressive performance. I'm a big fan of the running back position. Former Ravens kicker Justin Tucker, he served his suspension, and he's taken a couple of visits, and nobody wants him. And this is a PR thing. With the stuff that he's facing, you just don't. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with it. I just don't. Now, I think it's kind of jacked up that he can't find a job, but Deshaun Watson did. But that's neither here nor there. I think part of that too is the importance of the position quarterback as compared to a kicker. But a lot of teams,
Dennis, I agree with the Phillies. The Bears were on a mission.
Yeah. So I don't know if this guy ever gets another job. I don't know because you're going to have to. If you bring them into your building, you're going to have to deal with the PR stuff. You're going to have people outside with cardboard complaining, this rapist or whatever. So for me, I'm just going to draft me a young kicker and I'm going to go from there. I just don't need those type of headaches. So we may have seen the end of Justin Tucker. It's sad because, in my opinion, he's one of the greatest kickers that's ever lived. And to go out like this, my mom has an old saying, there's nothing better than a good name. Keep when you lose your name, a good name. So we'll see what happens with him. I don't know if we ever see him again. So we'll see though. You never know when people get desperate, they need a kicker. So not that he was playing that well last time. He was missing.
I think a lot of stuff was going on behind the scenes that year. Yeah. If he gets that straightened out, of course, I mean, he's aged too. So
yeah, he's older. That might be the end of it for him. So get some discussions of a football junkie. Let's have a little talky talk.
Well, I wanted to do this one because I just look. I think if he wins MVP and was to take this team to the Super Bowl and win another Super Bowl trophy, he's definitely first ballot Hall of Fame. I don't know if you can say anything about a legacy. Tom Brady has a legacy. Okay. Quarterbacks who have Terry Bradshaw has a legacy for when he won his Super Bowls, in the 70s. So I don't know if you can associate legacy with his name. We do wonder what he would have done if he had gotten away from the Detroit Lions sooner rather than later, but that's just not the case here. And I don't know. We are having very serious legacy conversations. How the hell do you have legacy conversations?
I think when they say legacy is you are then a two-time champion. And sometimes people have to think
I don't think Ben Roethlisberger has a legacy as a quarterback in Pittsburgh. I just
No?
don't. No, Terry Bradshaw has 4 Super Bowls. Yes, I'll give him. I could put legacy with his name because of the 4 Super Bowls. I cannot do that with Ben Roethlisberger. I cannot do that with Phillip Rivers. I cannot do that with Jalen Hurts. I cannot do that. I'm sorry, but no.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised to hear you say that.
And you know this, but I don't think 2 Super Bowls makes you a legacy.
Okay, what about 1?
No,
Because that's all that Aaron Rodgers has.
yeah.
But he has like 4 He has 4
Have
MVPs
you heard me
though.
call him a legacy? I love him, but I've never called Aaron Rodgers a legacy. His legacy would be the 4 MVPs and the 1 Super Bowl.
Well, I think you have to look at somebody's total, all of their accolades. So
to me, he's one of the best. To me, he was one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, but without the Super Bowls. Tom Brady has got the Super Bowls. You have to talk legacy when you talk about Tom Brady, even though you can talk about Spygate and Deflategate and all that crap. The point being is they still went to the playoffs and they won the Super Bowls. A lot of it had to do with AFC East teams were not even giving them a challenge during his legacy years with the Patriots. I'll give you that. But then he turned around and went to Tampa Bay. Of course, look at the Tampa Bay teams that were in the AFC. What is it, AFC South?
NFC South.
Or NFC South. So, but look at the teams he had to play. So he was pretty much a shoe-in for the playoffs.
Well, he had to deal with. He was down there when Matt Ryan and Breeze were still there. So it wasn't just no. I mean, Drew Brees was still there with.
We're talking about an age Matt Ryan,
Well,
who
he was older than them, though.
For coaching staff, Matt Ryan's career was wasted with Atlanta because their damn coaching staff was crap the whole time he was with them.
Well, and see, this is where, and I'm kind of veering off here, but I feel that it's an opportunity to mention this. This is why I don't believe that players should just be held hostage to franchises. Now, I'm jumping over to basketball just for a second. A lot of people condemn LeBron James for leaving Cleveland, but I don't blame him for leaving Cleveland.
I don't blame him. Look, Cleveland promised him the world, promised him they'd have competitive players playing with him to where he wasn't having to do it all on his own. I did not blame him whatsoever. I had cousins who asked him to fly with them who were Cleveland.
But people bash him for that. They're like, well, he had to jump on all these things. I'm like, look, he's in Cleveland and he's carrying the Cleveland Cavaliers to the NBA Finals, and and to the Eastern Conference Finals against the first super team that went and got a bunch of players, the Celtics with Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce.
He left and went to
Miami.
The Miami Heat.
So he could match up against them because he was never going to beat those teams. And then he gets in the finals and he's got a battle against the Spurs. So now jumping back to football, sometimes these players, I don't blame them. You should just be loyal to the team. I'm not going to just be loyal and stay here and get my ass kicked and waste my prime. Waste my prime, and then, well, you never won anything. Yeah, because I'm stuck here. By the way, Josh Allen, you probably should get up out of there too. But I don't blame players when they get to a point of like, you're not doing anything to make us better. Matthew Stafford wasted a lot of his prime years with the Detroit Lions because they would do anything to really support him. Yeah, so exactly. when we say legacy, We talk about legacy. We look at Jerome Bettis as one of the greatest running backs ever, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he would have been one of the greatest running backs ever if he would have stayed with the Rams?
Well, he was the number 3 running back for him.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do you think Steve Young would have a legacy if he would have stayed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Because that's who took him when the Bucs were really bad. So a lot of times, you know, we got to look at that. I think Matthew Stafford, I don't know if he's a shoe-in as a first ballot Hall of Famer right now. But if he were a winner,
this year and MVP, he is.
Yes, no doubt about it. So he's my front runner right now, and what he's doing at age 37, what he's doing right now, he's playing outstanding football. So we'll see what happens. Like Meek Mill says, whatever you do, there's levels to this. Every week here in the Alphabets Football Show, we bring you the statistical leaders and all of the pertinent categories and our power rankings. Here's the power rankings here. I like to go get the one from, I don't like to get the ones from the individual writers. I like to get it from here because a lot of them are biased. I looked through this up and down and I didn't have any real issues with this. Now, look, this is before the Thanksgiving Day games, okay? So don't take that. You got to look at it.
Friday game.
And the Black Friday game. I don't really have an issue here. I think that the Eagles are about to drop.
Yeah, they dropped 3. They dropped 3 on this one. But this was done prior to last night's game.
This was after the Cowboys game.
Yeah.
That they lost. So they're on a 2-game losing streak right now. I think the Eagles are about to drop. Now, again, this was before they played. They lost the other day on Thanksgiving, but I think the Eagles are about to drop. I think the Bears are about to come up. I think the Lions are about to drop. I think the Bills are about to drop. I think Kansas City's about to drop. So I think the Bucs are about to drop. And I think the Cowboys are about to come up. What the Cowboys have done since we last had a show, the Cowboys have beaten both the Super Bowl participants. So I think that they're going to come up. I think the Ravens are going to drop. I think the Texans are going to come up. So again, this is before everything that happened because we've seen
Pittsburgh lost to the Bears and dropped 3.
Yeah. So we'll see. Y'all play the Bills this week. Depending on the outcome of that, you all will most likely jump over them. So if you win, so we'll see what happens. Again, this was before what we just saw on Thursday, and Friday. So take that into consideration. So is there anything on here that you have a problem with, Mona?
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't really have any issues with that. The Rams are really starting to just kind of separate themselves, and them and the Patriots are really starting to separate themselves because they're complete on both sides of the ball. Patriots defense is outstanding. Drake May's playing at the MVP level. The Rams, they got a good defense. Matthew Stafford's playing at the MVP level. And then you see some of the other teams, they have blemishes. Bo Nix has regressed this year. I think you can see the Seattle move up a little bit. The Eagles are falling apart. And this happened to them in 2023 where they...
To me, Denver is where they are at because of that defense.
Yes. It ain't Drake May. It ain't Drake May. So
no, it ain't Bo Nix. I said the Broncos.
Bo Nix. I'm sorry, I said Drake May. So yeah, I don't really have too much of a problem with it. This will look very different.
Tell you I've been watching this Iron Bowl. I'm going to interrupt you just a second.
Okay.
We were winning 20-0. By the halftime, they scored a field goal, made it 23, and they came back. Auburn it's tied now with Alabama 2020 in the Iron Bowl. You got
to play all 60 minutes. Got to play all 60 minutes.
37 seconds left in the fourth, 2020, and they just got a bad roughing the passer call. Ooh, took his knees out. Ooh. Yep.
So there's your power rankings there, and then we have the stats for so I talked a little bit about Drake May. This is year 2 for him. Mike Vrabel has really helped him out. Now I still would like to see them go get another receiver this off season. Although Stephon Diggs has been playing good ball, he seems rejuvenated over there. Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes. Dak Prescott. We got to start talking about what Dak Prescott, with those 2 killer receivers they got, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, what they're doing over there. Daniel Jones resurrecting his career. We talked about him a little bit earlier. And then Matthew Stafford, the front runner for the MVP, in my opinion. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he's on pace to break the single season receiving record.
Oh, yeah.
He's on pace to break the single season receiving record. George Pickens, just a new life. The second receiver to hit 1,000 yards this year. This is his first year ever having 1,000 yards. And this goes back to my old saying, who you play with matters. You're starting to see the entire.
And he was playing with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph, God love him. So, and that's who he's played with pretty much since he's been in Pittsburgh. He got 1 year. He got 1 year with Big Ben, and hell, Big Ben didn't have time to throw the ball down the field at that point in time.
You're starting to see the entire. He's big. He's fast. He's got a large catch radius. He's elusive. He's making himself a whole bunch of money. Puka, one of the best route runners in the game. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Look, he went out of the game the other day. They're saying he's week to week. So wishing him a speedy recovery. And Jamar Chase. Still in the top 5, and he hasn't had Joe Burrow since week 2. So again, I still think very highly of him on the football field.
I forgot. We got Pickens when we drafted Kenny Pickett. So he didn't get a chance to play with
21. That was 21. Yeah, that was 21. So Jonathan Taylor, he's running away with it. He's probably going to have to carry a heavier load now, especially with Daniel Jones being a little bit banged up. James Cook, one of the best dual threat running backs. Gibbs, the speedster. Achane, the speedster. And Javonte Williams, he's making himself a lot of money. A lot of people thought he was.
Pickens were drafted in 2022. 2021 was Big Ben last year.
Okay. So, yeah. So, is that when Pickett came? 2022.
I'm pretty sure
they came in together. Yeah, because Ben and Pickett weren't on the team at the same time. Y'all used that first round pick to replace him. So there's all of your offensive statistical leaders there, and then jumping over to, because my lovely co-host is a defensive girl.
I hate this though.
Look, what Myles Garrett is doing is incredible. You are witnessing history, folks, between what Jackson Smith-Njigba is doing and what Myles Garrett's doing. He is on pace for between 28 and 30 sacks. He has five games left to get 5 sacks.
No, 20. He only has to get 23 sacks to beat the sack.
18 plus 5 is 23. He got to get 5 sacks. He got to get 5 sacks to break the record. He had 5 sacks in one game. He had 5 sacks in one game.
Who he was playing against.
Well, that's you don't get the you play with your brother.
And 5 sacks in one game, I get it. I understand how great that is, but you also got to look at what offense he was playing against.
You play against who you play, and also considering who else does he play? Who else does he play with?
Right.
Who's the other person on the other side of him? We talk about people being double teamed. You tell me the other person on the Cleveland Browns defense that you're scared of. As a matter of fact, name me the other person, the other defensive end on the other side of him, if you can, because I can't. I can't. Which tells me that he's a nobody. And this man is out there with the Cleveland Browns with a rookie quarterback and two rookie quarterbacks and Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, and he's doing this work. So this guy is a future first ballot Hall of Famer. He probably ain't ever going to win nothing. He ain't ever going to win nothing. He's the Cleveland. I don't see the. You think the Cleveland Browns are winning the Super Bowl in the next 5 years? I don't. But when you look at just individual player, all pros, defensive player of the years, and, we talk about championships. He's never going to win a championship. This is why I talk about also not being a prisoner of the team. You should have got your ass up.
Wait a minute, though. He made himself the prisoner of the team.
That's true.
He could have left.
I do. That's what I'm saying. I totally agree with you. He should have got his butt out of there. But when we look at him and we look at the film of him, this guy is a genetic freak. He's a genetic freak. That's why he went number 1 overall. He's not going to ever win nothing, but he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And it's just sad that we don't get to see him play in big games, postseason games, because the Browns will never go to the postseason. Brian Burns Brian Burns is having a hell of a year. They're going to have to make some decisions over there, the Giants, because you got 3 guys over there. You got Abdul Carter, who kind of fallen off this year. I expected so much more from him.
I am loving the Texans having 2 guys up here on the sack list.
And they got some decisions to make, because guess what? CJ Stroud and Will Anderson Jr. were in the same draft. They were a pick. CJ Stroud went number 2 and Will Anderson Jr. went number 3. Right now. And look, we got a little bit of time down the road. Will Anderson Jr. is probably going to be up there with Aiden Hutchinson and Micah Parsons as far as edge rushers. And then what quarterbacks are making. If I have to pay either CJ Stroud or Will Anderson Jr., I'm paying Will Anderson Jr. I'm paying Will Anderson Jr. I'm paying Will Anderson Jr. So what they're doing over there is incredible. And then Micah Parsons, he's jumped into the mix. He broke some kind of record. I think he's the second player since Reggie White to get 12 sacks in 5 seasons. So he's on a historic pace too, if he can stay healthy. So those are your sack leaders there. Just incredible. Your rookie rushers, and again, I feel so bad for some of these guys because they're, Quinshon Judkins out there with, Dylan Gabriel and playing in the damn AFC North with, rookie quarterbacks. Genty's out there with Geno Smith. And then Travion, he's basically a backup because their starter is Ramondre Stevenson. So, but look, it's tough sledding. So we'll see what happens with these guys there. I would imagine probably Quinshon ends up, leading that, because Travion, he didn't even get the start until Ramondre got hurt. So, and then Genty's getting hit. I think he leads the league in first contact, like 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what happens there. But I've been very impressed with Quinshon Judkins, both those Ohio State boys. And what the scary thing is, they were in the same backfield at Ohio State, Judkins and Henderson. So you see, that's pretty amazing that you got 2 teammates and they're the leaders on their team. So we'll see what happens there. Look, this is your lifetime earnings. And look, Matthew Stafford's up there. Now he's at 37. Rodgers is 41. And Kirk Cousins. Kirk damn Kirk Cousins, man. Oh my God, Kirk Cousins, man, you are the man. Whoever your agent is, I need a hookup, bro. But look, man, uh, get your kids if you want to put your kids in sports. Go get your. My suggestion to you is go get some old tires and some rope and put them in the backyard with a tree and start having your kids play quarterback because there is a lot of money to be made playing quarterback in the NFL. That's why they make the big bucks. So congratulations to these guys. That's
And
a lot of money.
Big Ben is probably number 9 at 267 million.
Big Ben, yeah, Big Ben made a lot. You know, and when you play for what, 17, 18 years, that's a lot of money.
Yep.
Mona, give me some Rocky Bauer players of the week.
All right, so our Rocky Bleier Tough Guy Award segment is our players of the week. And our defensive players of the week for week 12 were Myles Garrett, 5 tackles, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss, and 2 forced fumbles. And then on the NFC defensive side, we got Jair Brown with 5 tackles and 2 interceptions. On our offensive players of the week, we had Kareem Hunt. Wow. I mean, really, that was pretty impressive. 104 rushing yards, 18 receiving yards, 1 rushing touchdown.
That was on 30 carries. That's a lot of carries. I
still feel like somebody in the AFC had to have done a little more than that.
Yeah,
I would have had to have looked at the stats. I didn't get these until
his yards per carry were not that great because I know for a fact he had 30 carries in that game. That's like
our guy Jahmyr Gibbs that you love so much. 219 rushing yards, 45 receiving yards, and 3 total touchdowns.
He is a game breaker. Anytime he touches the ball with his speed, every time he touches the ball, he can take it to the house. So he's him and Achane are a problem.
Our special teams players of the week are Andy Borgalis.
I'll take it.
I'm glad you will.
I'll take it.
14 points of their game. 2 for 2 on point after and 4 for 4 on field goals. And then you got Zane Gonzalez with 10 points for the Falcons, 3 for 3 on field goals, and 1 for 1 for point after attempt. So
not too bad. By the way, I just want to add a little something in there. Myles Garrett also had an incredible game when the Browns beat the hell out of the Packers. Just a little side note there. And the Packers are a very good offense. And he had Jordan Love running for his life. So just a little side note there.
All right, so here's I've got one did you know, and I did this one just for you because you don't never do Dallas anyway. So I had to do this. Dallas Cowboys all-time passing yards leader is Dak Prescott. Tony Romo had 34,183 in total. Troy Aikman, 32,042. Roger Staubach, 22,700. Of course, we got to make a few concessions for Troy Aikman because he had Emmitt Smith running the damn ball.
Yeah, it was a different era. It was a different era.
You can see the differences in because Roger Staubach, he threw the ball, but they ran the ball a lot.
Yeah,
back in his era.
Tony Dorsett, yeah.
So
it's
all that into account. I did not realize that Tony Romo had that many passing yards.
Oh yeah,
you also got to think he had a safety blanket in Jason Witten too. So
and he played with T.O.
Yeah, and there was another one.
Dez Bryant.
So
he had some Miles Austin.
I remember his first few years in Dallas. He was getting crap beat out of him. I mean, seriously.
He was. He actually got the job because Drew Bledsoe pitched down his leg and Parcells like, look, if I got a
Well,
veteran here who's making a veteran that's making
I'm
mistakes
ready
like this,
to travel better out of the pocket than what Bledsoe did. So
yeah, Romo would move around and do some things. He just, it's just unfortunate for him. He just
yes, I
when
absolutely. Oh, I'm going to replace that. I agree. Dak is a force multiplier in regular season. He absolutely is.
and I think the thing with Dak is he's never had the same things at one time. Either he had like an awesome, when he had Cooper and Lamb and Gallup, and then their defense sucked.
Yeah.
Or they had a good
I think it's your.
defense.
I think it's your defense that's always been the problem for the last probably 6-7 years. Not really playing up to snuff. They're playing some really good football right now. I like the way they're implementing the 5-2 scheme on certain plays. I like the fact that the pickup, Quentin Williams, to me, was the smartest thing that Jerry Jones has done in the last couple of years.
Let me ask you this, because I put up something, and if y'all get a chance, look in the group, I put it up there. What was what's the best pickup that Jerry Jones did this offseason? Quentin Williams, Javonte Williams.
Shoot, you know what? You got a
Pickens.
running game. I think Pickens is going to make a lot of money in Dallas. I do. I think that if they don't figure out a way to sign him, they are letting gold go out the door.
Yeah, and you gave up a 3rd round pick for him too, so you really need to make sure that you go.
Trust me when I say we only got a 3rd round pick. I still think we should have at least got a 2nd out of him. But and now the way he's playing, damn, why didn't we hold out for a 1st? Kind of shit. But anyway, all right. Thanksgiving Day games. Boop. There you go.
Real quick, Lions. Dan Campbell's a meathead. He's a meathead. He's just in-game adjustments. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. But
everybody know the first 4 games of this week, all 3 on Thursday and Friday night's game. I missed all 4 of them.
Yeah, it was tricky. Jordan Love throws for 4 touchdowns.
And I had the package first. And then I don't know. You and I talked. It was in Detroit. And I thought, all right, I'm going to go with the Lions. I'm not going with the Lions no more unless they are playing the Saints.
Yeah.
I ain't.
Jordan Love, he is and I was talking to Dre about this. I'm like, last week he threw for 150 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. This week he throws for 4 touchdowns. And it's just crazy.
The Lions defense, we're used to that Lions defense being better than what they usually are, what they've been playing,
By the way, the Lions lost Amon-Ra St. Brown. His injuries week to week, and I don't know. That's a big loss for them. Dallas gets the win over the Chiefs. What a performance! What a performance! That defense. Patrick Mahomes still made some plays. Rashee Rice, he had 2 touchdowns, but Pickens and Lamb, for all my people out there, and I did a show about this week. CeeDee Lamb is done, Marcus. They should get rid of him. Guys, CeeDee Lamb is a first team
Sunday or Thursday.
And that's what I was trying to tell people. People have recency. They have recency bias.
I remember you telling me when you asked me Thursday morning for my scores, and we talked, and I remember you saying, because I said I think CD maybe too many injuries since he's been there, the wrong type of injuries for a receiver, and you said I expect him to showcase his talents in the game today. Exactly what you told me.
Also picked the game exactly.
He
Do
damn
you
sure
have do you
did.
have our score? Do you have our scores? You write down
I
our scores. What score did I give you for the game, Mona? For the
let's
Cowboys
see.
and Chiefs game?
You
I'm
said
trying.
34-31.
No, I said 31-28. No,
Mm,
I said 34-31. You
I
said
said
31-28.
31-28, but I
31-28. But you went with the Chiefs. So
yep,
look, CD Lamb ain't forgot how to play football, y'all. And here's the thing: they both make each other better
I didn't think
because
it. God, I just felt like he had not been playing up to his superpowers
no,
in the
and he
last.
hadn't, and he hadn't. I think part of it too is you look over there and you're the prettiest girl in school. Okay, you're the prettiest girl in school, and
And
then
then
a new girl comes in. The new girl walks in and she's really pretty, and everybody's gawking at her. But CeeDee Lamb has not forgot how to play football, y'all. He's a former first team All Pro. He's a two-time second team All Pro. Do you know what a first team All Pro is? That means you're a top two receiver in the league because
right,
that's how it is. The All Pro team is a quarterback, two wide receivers, a tight end, two guards, two tackles, a fullback, and a tailback. So if you make the first team All Pro team, that means you're a top two wide receiver for that year. He's done
did
that.
anybody take Cincinnati
No,
in our group?
no, maybe Blaze.
Well, Blaze, yeah, Blaze.
Maybe Blaze. Maybe Blaze. So look, Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, they look bad. They look bad. And
Lamar, look,
I think he's still hurt.
the Ravens themselves didn't look as bad as what Lamar looked bad. Well,
I think he's
Lamar,
still I think he's still hurt. And I think he ran back trying to save the season. He's not running he's not running. He's getting caught. And I think he's afraid to open up and like really run. And that's what happens because I did that. I pulled a hamstring and while I was running track, not football actually. And I pulled my hamstring. And the next time I had to like really open up, it's in your brain because you're like, you just remember when you're running as fast as you can and your hamstring got, and that is not a good feeling.
yes, I pulled mine. I was out for 5 meets. I missed 5 meets because of mine. And when I went back, I was running and I was running really good, but I took a wrong step and I re-injured my hammy and I was out the rest of the season.
That's not fun. Now, with this loss, your Steelers jump back into
First.
number 3 in first place, but the number 3 seed, I think.
Yeah,
So
I actually think playoff, but I meant to grab it.
Yeah,
we can see.
I thought I had sent it to you, but it was the old one before. It was the old one before the game. So
yeah, you didn't send it to me, but I actually seen it and I meant to grab it. I'm gonna look at it real quick.
But look, the Bengals, they win and they win the game. I don't know. I just think it's too late for them. I think it's too late for their.
Well, going into week 13, we're not even showing as a wild card.
Y'all should be because you jump back on top at 6-5.
Well, I understand that, but Cincy it just happened Thursday.
Okay, yeah. I'm saying though, you all are back. Y'all are back in first place though.
Right.
After the game, after that game. So it may not be showing now. Look, it's going to be a dogfight between the Ravens.
It won't until after this week's games are up.
Yeah. You all will be in a dogfight. It's a 2-man race between the Steelers and the Ravens. And guess what? The world's a better place when the Steelers and Ravens are fighting each other for the division title.
And we haven't played Baltimore in one game yet.
Yeah. There's a lot of football left to be played. It's meaningful football And I like
we,
it.
We haven't played Cleveland, and we have not played Baltimore.
And it's going to be a dogfight. And I like that the way that the NFL has made the schedules now, because they put
because I don't think that you should be having to play at the towards the end of the season, playing 4 divisional games. I do not. I disagree.
The thinking behind that.
I think they should be mixed up. You know, the first 4 games you play against your division rival should be in the first part of the season up to the middle. And then from the middle season, you have the other 4. I do not think that we should have to play Baltimore twice in the end of the seasons. I don't think we should have to play the Cleveland Browns twice at the end of the season. And here's why. It ain't that I'm afraid of losing. I am afraid of losing players because I know how bad and how hard they play. And look, the Cleveland Browns, when they were just shit and maybe win 2-3 games, playing against them, they are playing to hurt our players.
I mean, you get to that point where you don't have nothing to lose. I'm just playing spoiler. I'm playing spoiler.
To a damn division rival team.
Yeah, that was real goofy.
Yeah,
that was real good. So there's all of your Thanksgiving Day games there.
And here's our
entertaining
game.
Look, the Eagles are in trouble. We're starting to see the Eagles kind of collapsing. You know, we showed it a little bit earlier. The 2 running backs with 100-yard games. Saquon Barkley's not as effective, and my guy Tim Purnell, he called Jalen Hurts a human backpack because he's always getting carried. And you're starting to see that. And this is the stuff that AJ Brown. I want AJ Brown out of Philly this offseason. I want him out of there.
I know where he'd go good at. Could you imagine him with Drake May?
I could imagine him in a lot of places. He's a top 5 wide receiver skill wise, and I think that the Philly
with this bullshit.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is I want the ball, but that's how a lot of these alpha receivers are. Give me the damn ball. T.O. used to be like that. So, congratulations to the Bears. The Bears are no joke right now. They're leading the NFC North. That's going to be a fight up there in the North because the Vikings are falling off. Bears and Packers, the Lions are falling off. They're bringing back people out of retirement. Frank Ragnow, he tried to come out of retirement. That he failed his physical today. He's like, yeah, you're not playing because he got bad hamstring. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. And Ross St. Brown is going to probably miss a couple of weeks. So, So, all right, we're ready for our predictions. We've already had 4 games. So, here we go.
There you go.
Let me see.
We will start with Jags and Titans.
Jags at Titans. Mona?
I'm going to go with the Jags. 28-14.
28-14. I'm also taking the Jags. The Jags. The Titans offense is terrible. 21-14 Jags. 21-14 Jags. I believe in Trevor.
In Cleveland.
I think this is Shedeur Sanders' welcome to the NFL moment here. Look, as good as he didn't have a great game last week. Now, it's supposed to be cold out. I think you're going to see a lot of running in this game here. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Brock Purdy has not looked good since he's come back. He threw 3 interceptions in the first half last week.
I I kept waiting for him to take him out and put Mac Jones in.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I'm gonna go, but I still have faith in the 49ers. Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Jawan Jennings. I'm gonna go in a low score. I'm sorry, you normally. I'll go
That's all
first
right.
on this one because I'm gonna go 20 to 14. 20 to 14. I think you're going to see a lot of Quinshon Judkins 49ers. 2014 49ers.
They got a little bit of film on him to watch from last game that he won his first NFL game. The 49ers, yes, they definitely got a few weapons, but their receiving core is not that great. And their quarterback is throwing fucking interceptions. And the one thing I think Shedeur Sanders did is he jacked up that defense. I think defensively, I think Purdy may be in trouble in this game. I think that
You go with the Brownies? You go with the Brownies, man?
I went with the Browns last week. So, and granted, they were playing the Raiders, and the Raiders are not the 49ers. I get that. But is there enough film? I think that this team was just biding their time until Sanders took the field. And the one thing that Sanders does do that Gabriel didn't, scrambling, he can run the ball. He raises his stakes because now you don't have to just worry about Judkins. You got to worry about Sanders running the damn football too. I can't do it. I'm still taking the 49ers. I just can't do it. I did it last week because they were playing the Raiders. I'm taking the 49ers. And I'm going to go the same score as you.
2014?
2014.
Okay.
Taste out of my mouth. I almost took the Browns the second week.
Texans at Colts. Mona.
Oh, well, I think Indiana Jones could be in trouble against that defense. So I'm taking the Texans. I could almost see them actually scoring more on defense than the offensive side of the ball. I mean, really. So I'm going to say 28. To 15.
28-15. I'm also taking the Texans. That pass rush is just ferocious. And you got a broken leg. Now, I think you'll see a lot of Jonathan Taylor in this game. I think he might get 30 carries in this game. That's their only chance is to try to run the ball. But it is a divisional game, AFC South game for AFC South. I think
for JT, they're going to limit JT.
Yeah, that's their only chance is for him to have a really good game. 24-14 Texans. 24-14 Texans. Falcons at Jets. Kirk Cousins gets the start.
I hate taking the Falcons ever. Okay, I'm taking Falcons.
You take the Falcons. The Jets are terrible. They're really bad. They're really bad. I think the Jets are already like looking forward to the off season.
27-14.
27-14 Falcons. Yeah, I'm going Falcons too. I don't think it'll be that many points scored though. 21-12 Falcons. 21-12 Falcons. Rams at Panthers. Mona. I think your mic is off.
I will let you go first.
Okay. Look, the Rams are on a mission. You know, we've talked a little bit about what Matthew Stafford's doing. They got a two-headed running game, and then Devontae Adams is scoring every week. He's got the most 1-yard touchdowns in NFL history. 1-yard receiving touchdown. And with Puka on the other side in that defense, I think Bryce Young is in trouble. I think Matthew Stafford probably throws maybe 3 touchdown passes. I'm going to go Rams 30-14. 30-14 Rams.
Okay.
I think Bryce Young might be in trouble.
I'm taking the Rams as well. I'm going to say 31-10.
Yeah, I just don't see. I don't see them doing anything with that Rams defense. Saints at Dolphins. Look, the Dolphins have looked better. The Dolphins have looked better. They were on a bye, and they're coming off a bye. They should be nice and fresh. And the Saints, Alvin Kamara, he's not going to play. Chris Olave he's questionable. I just don't know. Tough sled. I'm gonna take the Dolphins. I'll go first. I'll take the Dolphins. I don't think they'll be able to deal with that speed. The Saints won't be able to deal with that speed between Achane and Waddle. 28 to 10. 28 to 10 Dolphins.
Okay. I am going with the Dolphins as well. There you go, Jay Renaud.
He said that they would win out. He said that they would win out. He did say that.
I'm going to say 27-12.
27-12. Cardinals at Bucks. Baker has a sprained AC joint. So they said be on the lookout there. He is expected to play, but he jammed his shoulder last week against the Rams. So we'll see if he plays. I can't go against the Bucks. I'm gonna take the Bucks. I'll say Bucks. I think it'll be a low scoring game just because I don't think Baker's going to be throwing it that much. 17-10 Bucks. Is your mic off, Mona? You there, Mona?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. You gotta give me a second.
Okay. I'm hoping Baker's okay. I mean, he started off so well. Um, that NFC South is pretty bad, especially if the Bucks, if they fall out. We had a lot of high expectations for the Falcons, but Penix is out. Saints will probably be picking in the top 5. The Panthers, they're inconsistent. I just don't know. It's tough over there. Abuka started off hot. He's cooled down. Mike Evans, broken collarbone. So it's tough sledding over there. Tough sledding. It's going to be interesting to see who. There's only going to be one team that comes out of that NFC South. I don't think the Falcons. I don't think that the Falcons can come back. The Panthers had a lot of expectations. The Panthers, they got hot there for a minute with that running game. Rico Dowdle. I like Ted McMillan, but I don't know. Bryce Young, I just think he's so limited.
Okay. Hope I can get through these. I am taking the Bucks as well.
Okay.
21 to 21-14.
21-14 Bucks. 21-14. Vikings go to the 12s in Seattle. Ooh-wee. No JJ McCarthy. Brosmer, that's his last name, the third string quarterback. He gets to start this week against that ferocious Seattle defense. I don't see. I think it's going to be a blowout. I think this kid is in a lot of trouble. I'm going to go 35 to 10. 35 to 10 Seahawks.
Okay. Another quarterback with no film on him.
A 7th round pick out of New Hampshire.
Where's Tom Brady?
Good luck.
Where was Tom Brady drafted?
6th round, but he played at Michigan. He didn't play at New Hampshire. He played at least some big time football.
38-14. Sea chickens. My 8 pins dying. What did you took Seattle? What was your score?
Yeah, Seattle 35 to 10.
35-10.
35 to 10. Raiders at Chargers. Look, I don't trust Geno Smith. Now there's talk that Hampton might be back this week. This is a divisional. I just don't trust Geno Smith. I don't trust Geno Smith at all.
Chargers too, so.
And they're in LA. I'm going LA Chargers 21 to 10. Genty just can't do anything. Oh, now Brock Bowers might do something, but I don't trust Geno Smith. 21-10 Chargers.
I'm taking Chargers as well. I don't know they score 21 points. I'm gonna say 18 to 12.
18 to 12. Yeah, that's a divisional game. Bills at your Steelers. Look, both tackles missing for both tackles missing for the Bills. Josh Allen probably has PTSD from last week. I don't think that the Steelers defense is as good as the Texans defense, but they can get after you too. I would expect
And
TJ
they
Watt.
get after you all over the field.
What's that?
And the Steelers defense can get after you all over the field.
All over the field. You know, you got Ramsey back there, Queen, Alex Highsmith, TJ Watt, Cam Hayward. I don't know if y'all get 8 sacks, but I can see y'all getting about 5. I can see y'all getting about 5. I'm going Steelers 24 to 17. I think this is a game here where Josh Allen runs a little bit more because he doesn't trust his receivers. I can see him, scrambling a little bit more this game. 24-17 Steelers.
I'm going to keep it lower. I'm going to say 21-17.
21-17. 21-17 Steelers. Broncos at Commanders. Look, Broncos coming off of a bye week.
Everybody should be.
No Jaden Daniels. He's not playing. That means another game of Marcus Mariota. I would expect Marcus Mariota's running for his life in this game. Patrick Surtain Jr. is back too for the Broncos. Now, the Broncos offense has not been doing that well, so I don't think it'll be a high-scoring game because Bo Nix has not been scoring a lot of points. 17-7 Broncos.
17-7.
17-7.
I am taking the Broncos as well. 24-10.
24-10. And last game, Monday night, Giants at Patriots. Look, Jackson Dart's supposed to probably be back, but they don't have any weapons. And the Patriots defense, I think they're one of the better defensive units. Drake May's playing good ball. That they'll probably get after him a little bit, but the Patriots also have a running game with Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson.
The one thing we cannot deny is the Giants have a hell of a defense.
They have and that's what might keep them in the game. But I still think that the Patriots are too much for them. 21 to 10 Pats. 21 to 10 Pats.
And I'm going Pats as well. And I'm going 24-17.
24-17. Okay. And that's all of it. Make sure y'all do y'all's picks. Don't miss your picks. Don't miss your picks. That's all of the. That is all of the games.
Yep.
Boulder, I'm gonna let you get something to drink. You over there?
Oh no, I was sorry.
Got a dry.
I was throwing up my supper.
Okay. So here's the Alphabets Football Show Pick'ems League. The defending champion Gary Dye. He's leading, but it's close. Both the Garys are up top. Gary Dye, Gary Tollett, then Eddie V. Hill.
Like 7 or 8 weeks, I think he was leading.
Yeah. We got the two ladies, Michelle and Autumn Amber, at 120. Dwayne Woodley at 119. Ace at 117. My lovely co-host 116. Vernon Washington 116. Larry Shaw 115. Jessica Askew 115, and Brent Davis at 115. So it's close. You cannot afford to get into the later on in here because it's 1 and 2 games apart.
Mine will look so much worse next week because I missed the first 4 games. So
Yeah. So stay on your picks. Stay on your picks. And then
I had dropped in the 11th place. I had dropped down to 11th and had worked myself up last week with just missing them 2 games. And then missed the first 4 games this week.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's
I'm my own worst enemy because I picked the right teams to win.
You start second guessing.
I second guess. I'm doing that shit.
So that's the leaderboard for the Pick'ems League, and then we have my Alpha Chicks, all female league. Look, 5 spots are already taken. 6 go to the playoffs. So you have 1, 2, 3. You got
1 spot left.
3 girls. You got 3 girls fighting for 1 spot. Because the X there is you made the playoffs. You've made the playoffs. Lily and Angie. Lily's got a bye already, and Angie will probably after this week she'll probably have about the top 2 get a bye week, so you get to sit back and watch everybody beat the hell out of each other. But Sandy, Leslie, and Ashley Richter are all. Y'all got to win this week. Y'all are fighting. That's 1 spot left there, so you gotta do it. We got 1 more week after this week. There's 14 games. We're going into week 13. You gotta pull it out. So and the trade deadline's passed. You better get in that waiver wire. And looking forward to it. This has been really fun watching. I'm gonna get y'all turned on to fantasy football. I'm gonna get y'all there. I'm gonna get my co-host in there next year, probably. I'm going to try to get her in there. So there's the leaders for that. Good luck to all the ladies there. I appreciate y'all doing that. Mona, last words before we get up out of here.
I just want to tell everybody thanks for showing up. We appreciate you. Keep tuning in to us, and hopefully I can figure out how to get this. I think it's going to be on YouTube, but for some reason I couldn't share it to the group. So
yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the our TikTok channel. We haven't posted any content on the TikTok channel this week. Dwayne Woodley, who normally edits all that stuff for me, he's moving. He's like, Marcus, I'm moving. As soon as I get into my new place, I'll get up in there. So, but Coffee Talk Mondays through Thursdays, 11:30 Eastern time, usually around. That's whenever I get up, and I usually do 3 topics and about a 45-minute show. It's on YouTube. He said Jonathan Morton said it's on YouTube, so that's good. Yeah. Get your Alphabets Football Show merch. I'm gonna probably do one last.
That's John, my boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Happy Thanksgiving to you, John. I'll probably do one more batch of hoodies before the holiday, before Christmas. So if whatever you want from me, t-shirts, hoodies, whatever, let me know, because then my vendors, they go on vacation. So make your arrangements for Alphabets Football Show Rise Up Family Meet and Greet, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, April 23rd to the 25th. I'd love to see everybody there. We've already got all of our arrangements. Y'all need to make sure you get yours, because you ain't staying with me. So, and you ain't staying with Mona either. I'm sure she'll probably be like, you ain't staying with me. So
I'm gonna be a week away from the babies. I'm having my own room, and I'm gonna sleep when I want, eat when I want, and go out when I want.
That's what's up. So would love to see everybody there. Okay. That's about it. I got to go pee and go. This dog is looking at me like, you better let me out. I bid everybody. He's looking at me like, you better let me up out of here. I bid everybody good night. Mona, I will talk to you tomorrow. Everybody, appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all tune in on Monday for Coffee Talk, because we got some things to discuss. I'm gonna try to get Tim Purnell on the show. Tim Purnell, I'm calling you out, buddy. I need you right here about them Chiefs. I need you right here. I need you right here. Okay. Everybody have a good night. Okay, and we'll catch up on Monday. Okay.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jerry? I'm ready. Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. I've been on the come up, counting money till my thumbs hurt. No Birdman, bitch, but I'm a stunner. Just watch how you run up. I keep a couple gunners. I've been grinding all winter just to flex all over summer shit. Wrist cold when I fall through. Rose gold to my arm, boo. In and out of my city, but come whenever I call you. Who gon' love me more than when I'm stacking out on tour? Them hoes that made it past security, they knocking on my door. You gon' be there when they gone. Show my love by getting more. Hustle so you ain't alone. You won't leave me, that's for sure. I'm talking Benjis, Franklin's, all these hundos on my floor. I just broke a couple bands. Believe me, I've been going hard. I'm tipping bottle after bottle, swerving model after model. Who won't cash? That's the motto. Spend it like I hit the lotto. Yeah, I'm loving my life. I know that I ain't shit without you. Actions speak louder than words. They broke cause they just talk about you, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. Money bag after money bag, I'm the man now. Play the cards that I was dealt and I ain't need no handouts. Fresh on every set, give respect, mama out of debt. Got a new connect, we the best. Homie run the check, wifey got a new bag, new house. You mad? We just doing us, feeling wavy, fuck a do-rag. This that no stress flow. Bobbing on my ex. She don't love cash, kiss my ass, baby XO. Thank you for that line, Mr. West, but I'm next though. Hey, you me to said, bitch, I'm blessed, sipping next. So for the love of money, I stay fucking hungry. I parted ways with the kitchen, that just wasn't for me. Every show they love me, now I'm showing love back. They ain't taking nothing from me, so I throw a couple stacks. You in them in your town, have some fun, blow a bag. Fuck with me when I'm around, trust me, shorty, I'll be back. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count